Yeah, that might be quite important, and it will be a test basically for the whole country to see how far the four opposition parties or coalitions, which should enter into the parliament, will manage to gather people tomorrow night in front of the parliament. That's important. The whole day, the president spent the day in consultation with this representative of the four parties, which managed to get the threshold of 5% and will be represented in the parliament. But two of them said they won't recognize the result and they won't sit in the parliament. And indeed, they were echoed by the president saying that she doesn't recognize the result. So she is really taking a very hard lines in this election, which is seen, as you know, in the country as a very key moment of the history of this country, and then to oppose to the kind of U-turn made by the government to finally break the relation with the West and come back under the Russian influence. So important words. Then we'll see how much the people will follow her and follow the opposition on that Monday evening.
Now, on the flip side, we have the Georgian Dream Party claiming the majority, the parliamentary majority. And one of their staunch allies, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, is set to come also on Monday at the same time, possibly even as that protest. What can we expect there?
It is probably a sign that Mr. Orban and the Georgian Dream understood that this victory is fragile and much less than what was apparently expected from the government. The whole day yesterday during the voting, the Georgian Dream was saying that they were expecting the constitutional majority, and finally they are very far from that with just 54%. The first person to congratulate the Georgian Dream was Viktor Orban, and then we found out that he is coming both as a prime minister of Hungary and maybe as now the current leader, I would say, of European Union. So he tries to bring to give this election the legitimacy to the victory of the Georgian Dream. I have to recall that Mr. Orban is a long supporter of the Georgian Dream, and since 2-3 years at least, he is really siding with this party and played probably an important role finally to give Georgia, for example, the status of candidate to the EU in last December, last year. So it really is an ally of this country. He is quite powerful, and it is helping this Georgian Dream to say that they are still pro-European, but for another Europe of the traditional values and so on. That's why he is so important now for the Georgian Dream.